business doesn't operate in a vacuum. It is impacted by the people it's catering to. It is impacted by its suppliers, by government regulation, and just the entire world around it. State and society, as kind of the name itself implies, is talking about where state and society come together and how they can impact business or how business can impact them.
It's one of the core courses for first-year students. We take it in fall 2. So after we've taken kind of the first round of quantitative, what is accounting, what are economics.
We talk in the course about what are the right policies for business, and as an extension, what are the right policies for society as a whole to improve not only corporate outcomes, but outcomes for everyday regular people.
We started with a lot of almost classic political science theory in the very beginning of the quarter.
The second part of the course was looking at different policy issues and how those impact businesses. So immigration, racial and kind of economic opportunities, gender wage gap, things like that. And then the final piece was how do businesses impact public policy and where do they actually get to kind of advocate or help shape different policies.
We always default to large sample-based data and rigorous research to examine each of these questions, right? And hopefully we end up with a more rigorous, solid understanding of the societal and norm-based sources of gender wage disparities, and not just the legal discrimination and employment-based sources.
We kind of started with just talking through the hard facts of things. So this is how it started way back when. In the 1990s, the wage gap was, I believe, 38 cents to the dollar. Today, it's 21 cents to the dollar.
What the studies are finding is that women are choosing for jobs that have more flexibility, are not requiring late night work hours, particularly after kind of shocks of entering motherhood.
When a woman leaves the workforce to have a child, the impact on her income is disproportionately affected in comparison to the man's income, and it is affected for the rest of her career.
I think it's an important class to sit through because it is so real and tangible. And one of the things that Mushfiq did kind of emphasize to students is that we will be the ones making some of these decisions, but we'll also be the ones who get to shape the policies around it. So if you own a company, you get to shape the parental leave policies. You get to shape what kind of flexibility you offer to parents.
The fact that it's part of the core really shows, I think it's really the embodiment of SOM's mission for educating leaders for business and society. And I think it reflects the fact that in the view of SOM, if you're gonna go out with an MBA and be a business leader, you have to carry this perspective with you. And you can't just think about maximizing profits. You have to also think about the social implications of what you're doing.
It's probably the most unique course I've taken here.